Not necessarily going specifics, but a lot of Taylor's songs are about breakups.
Yes.
And relationships.
Yes.
And you seem, if you don't mind me saying so, you seem to have had more than your fair share of breakups.
Yeah, there have been a few.
Who are you seeing at the moment?
I don't really talk about that. I just
Well, why not? What's wrong with you?
We are slowly getting more and more details on the start of the relationship between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Initially, we had a lot of information that was purely taken out of context and was kind of puzzled together by fans. We didn't really have first-hand reports on what had happened. But in recent weeks, slowly but surely this changed, and we are getting more and more juicy updates from insiders and even Taylor and Travis themselves. Now, just a couple of days ago, it was revealed why Taylor decided on Travis when it came to dating someone potentially new. We also found out how they really started dating, not just from fan theories but from Taylor and some insiders. As you can imagine, after the exact reasons for their relationship became public, people went absolutely nuts. It seems like they started supporting the relationship of Taylor and Travis even more than before. But what exactly did Taylor say about her reasons to start dating Travis Kelce? What did she look for in a man? And how did the fans react? This is exactly what we are going to find out in today's video, so make sure to stick around until the end of the video so you don't miss a single juicy detail. Also, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another celebrity update. So let's get right into it. As I already said in the intro at the beginning of Taylor and Travis's relationship, there was a lot of speculation about them. For the first few months, people asked themselves if they were really in a relationship or if they were just friends because we got no information on it at all. These rumors went even crazier when Taylor watched multiple matches of the Kansas City Chiefs, and they were seen together in New York on multiple occasions. Here, people were already sure that there is something going on in the background that nobody knew. But at that time, people believed that they just started dating when Taylor visited his games for the first time. However, that turned out to be completely false, as Taylor has revealed in the speech she gave when she received the Person of the Year award from Time magazine. During that speech, she also said how their relationship really started. I guess most of you already know that by now, but for those of you that don't know how they really started, let me give you the 30-second rundown so we are all on the same page. In her speech, Taylor revealed that she and Travis started dating weeks before she actually came to visit their first game. She said that none of them would be psychotic enough to go on a first date in public. Travis also revealed in his podcast that he had a crush on Taylor for quite some time, and to somehow get in contact with her, he made a friendship bracelet. Since that is apparently a big thing during the concerts of the Eras tour, he planned on giving Taylor the bracelet alongside with his phone number after the concert. However, he wasn't able to catch her. Now, he was kind of complaining about this in his podcast, and he thought that he had missed his shot with Taylor. But as we now know, things turned out otherwise. Taylor said during her speech that this all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell. Right after that, they started hanging out, and at this point, they were keeping it all private and took their time to get to know each other and see if they were vibing before they made anything public. Over the next few months, they were slowly making more and more public appearances together and left little clues. I don't know how you feel about this, but I know that Taylor loves to drop a ton of hidden messages in her music. Maybe she wanted to also do this with her relationship to Travis. Anyways, they made their relationship very public to everyone when Taylor gave her Eras Tour concert in Buenos Aires back in November. There she not only changed the lyrics of her song, Karma, for him, but she also ran over to Travis after the concert and kissed him for the first time in public. Now, I'm not going into more detail on how they started dating. However, if you are interested in getting to know every single detail about how they got in a relationship and what really happened, make sure to stick around until the end, and I will link you a video that shows you exactly what happened. So now that we are all on the same page, let's take a look at why Taylor has decided to start dating Travis. Because if we are being honest, we can all imagine how many men would love to date Taylor. So why did she decide for Travis? In the past, Taylor Swift had quite a few high-profile relationships, so her relationship with Travis shouldn't be too much out of place, right? Well, if we take a closer look at it, Travis is her first boyfriend that is not in the entertainment industry, at least when we look at the relationships she had after she was really famous. While Travis Kelce is also a very well-known public figure being a football player, he is definitely not having the same career path as Taylor has. But even though this is not a very big point on why Taylor started dating him, I personally believe that this definitely shows that Taylor has seen in the past with her boyfriends that it might be a better idea to not get someone out of the same industry. But it goes deeper than that. The first and probably one of the cutest touch points they had was the entire bracelet story I have already talked about earlier. Insiders have reported that for Taylor, this was a very unique move because no one before has shown interest in her in this creative way. And even though he wasn't able to give it to her, she still believes that this was one of the cutest things ever. The next big reason follows right after that, when he talked about the entire situation on the podcast, where he talked about his feelings about the entire situation. This impressed Taylor because it has shown that Travis is more than a cold-hearted football player that is constantly tackling other people for money. As we know from Taylor's songs, she loves to talk about her feelings and to express them publicly. So having a partner who also doesn't have a problem to talk about his feelings in public, even more importantly in front of a huge crowd, is another huge point for Travis. Now, another point I have read online by a lot of people, which somehow got confirmed by a well-known source, was that Taylor wanted to balance her relationship in a better way than before. See, ever since Taylor became famous, she has seen both worlds. For example, with Joe Jonas or Harry Styles, she has experienced how it feels if every little detail of your relationship is made public, not just by fans, but also by yourself. And we have all seen that these relationships did not end very well. We have also seen the other end of this with Joe Alwyn. If you don't remember, they were extremely secretive about their relationship. Almost no detail of their relationship was told to the public, which on the other side, left tons of room for rumors and speculation. And sure, they were in a relationship for 7 years, but as we all know, it was more Joe's wish to have the relationship in such a private environment. I can imagine that Taylor wanted to share at least a little bit more of her relationship in